Israel's parliament has approved the measure, paving the way for rabbinical courts to arbitrate some civil disputes, including business and employment cases, if both sides consent. The government says it offers religious Israelis another option, while critics argue it expands the power of ultra-Orthodox parties in Netanyahu's coalition. Opponents warn the move could expand the reach of religious courts, raising concerns about the balance between religion and state and the integrity of Israel's legal system.
For the past 3.5 years, Israel has been undergoing an attack on its democratic institutions. Netanyahu is aiming to weaken the courts and the chief attorney, the attorney general, and the rule of law. And he's trying to escape his criminal case.
But opponents insist it's far more than a technical change. They argue it's a political concession to Netanyahu's ultra-Orthodox partners ahead of elections, and one that risks creating a parallel state-funded religious legal system.
As part of it, he is very weak, and he has to give bribes to the ultra-Orthodox and religious parties so that they don't leave his government and leave his coalition.
Civil rights groups warn the people most vulnerable could be women and weaker sections of society, who may feel pressured to accept rabbinical arbitration even when they don't want to.
Are not in favor of women's rights, and usually the women are the weak side in this matter, and this will put them in very, very bad status. For example, about custody of children.
Former Prime Minister Naftali Bennett said he would repeal the law if he returns to power, vowing in a social media post there will be no state within a state. The dispute comes amid growing tensions between Israel's secular majority and its rapidly expanding ultra-Orthodox population, a divide that stretches beyond the courts to issues such as military service, employment, and economic participation. Many secular Israelis complain the ultra-Orthodox community is gaining influence while not sharing equal civic responsibilities. And now the battle is expected to move to the Supreme Court. Here in Bnei Brak, one of Israel's most religious cities, it's clear this debate is about much more than legal procedure. As the ultra-Orthodox population grows, so does its political power. And for many Israelis, this law is another sign of a country being pulled between two very different visions of its future, a more religious Israel or a more secular one. Mohammad Al-Kassim, TRT World, Bnei Brak, Central Israel.